All righty, guys, welcome to another Asian session on Michael Gold Futures. It is November 24th. And again, the market is closed and won't open up until 6 o'clock. But we're going to go ahead and map out what we think is going to happen in the Asian session. Give me 1 second here. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. So with our last daily candle here, looks like, let me, I have to change my layout. There we go. So with our daily candle here, we have consolidation, or what we call barcode. So it's like we have a consolidating daily candle here. So it looks like it closed bullish. So see that here. Okay. So we don't really have an idea of what price is going to do on the daily. So we can't really base it off of this. Now, if we had some volume, we probably would get an idea. So we're going to have to go to the 4 hour. So when we look at the 4 hour here, now we notice we had some volume here on the 4 hour. Okay, so we got some volume from this last move. Looks like the market is starting to actually, it's overall bearish, but it might be currently bullish. So what we're going to do is we're going to mark up our buy side and sell side liquidity and then our point of interest. So that way we can kind of get an idea of what the market might do. So we see our sell side liquidity here because we see a little bit of a sweep here. Yeah, it looks like we have ourselves, this is sell side liquidity. Looks like we have buy side liquidity up here. It's probably wiping out this previous highs. Let's go on like this, like this. Now let's go ahead and mark up our most recent point of interest, which is our 4 hour fair value gap. And I want to say this is where we have it here. So we got this. Now it looks like might actually put the point of interest down here. If we have liquidity up here, we have liquidity up here and liquidity up here. So might actually think this is right here. The price might actually just come down here and go back up. So I'm probably going to use that. So this is going to be a 4 hour fair value gap. But that's what we have. Now, we're going to go to the 1 hour time frame. Now, with the 1 hour time frame, this is our 4 hour fair value gap. But notice we have some liquidity up here. The price is hitting external liquidity. So I'm going to put the 1 hour fair value gap here. But since there's liquidity down here, I'm looking for price to actually come down and maybe raid this area. So that's what I'm really looking for, is price to raid this area since there's 50 here. Now price did pass this liquidity. So it might come down to here, it might come down to here. But for safety, I'm expecting price to raid this area. But this is the 1 hour fair value gap. Yeah. That's what I'm looking for. Price is hitting liquidity up here. as well. So I'm looking forward to going pull back to here to here for continuing to go up. But we are really in reality, we are overall bearish. Um, but I want to see a pullback before we even go up to this fair value gap here. So yeah, if price pulls back to any of these, and we get a 3-bar pattern, I might take the trade, but I'm going to say down to here. So now we don't see any equal lows. There was a slight sweep here. So there's no equal lows anywhere. So I want to see price actually pull back to this area and actually go up. Now let's go to the 15-minute time frame. The price did pass liquidity here. So there's liquidity right here. But we see that we had slightly a little bit of a sweep and then an order block here. So that's the reason why it's good to always go to smaller time frames because we can get a little bit more clarity. So at this point, we have liquidity down here and the price did slightly sweep this area, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do come down to this area and raid this area, or if they come down and raid here. But they might actually come down and raid this fair value gap. So then in this case, let me see if I can find a fair value gap on the opposite side. Okay, I don't see it. I'm not going to worry about it. So when the market opens, I'm expecting price, and I'm expecting this thinking that price is going to get back to this area. And then if we get a 3-bar pattern that raises this area and goes up, then we'll probably take it to a reasonable TP. So that way I probably just target a TP up here. Now, if price invalidates this opposing bullish fair value gap, then I'm looking forward to target this liquidity down here. So this will be my TP1 right here. Then this will be my TP2 if it gets down to here. So that's pretty much what I have so far. Let's see at the 5-minute. Now you notice on the 5-minute here. Now let's check this out and zoom in a little bit more. Now we notice on the 5-minute here, there's equal lows. Okay. So I'm going to move this up. And I'm going to say, make this, instead I'm going to make this the liquidity rate, okay? Because I would like to see price raid that area. Change this real quick here. So I'm kind of looking for that. Because I don't see any normal raid here. So they're going to want to raid all of this before even continuing to go up. So that's what we need to keep in mind. In the 15-minute time frame, in the 5-minute time frame. Now, when we go back to the 15-minute time frame, so when we look at the 15-minute time frame, that's what we want to look for as well. So if we get a rate in the 15-minute and get a price raise this area, then we could take it on up. So that's what we think. So we're going to wait until the market opens up, but the volume is not going to really set it to 8 o'clock. So this is just our mapping. So we'll see what happens as time goes on. So I'll be right back. All right, so it looks like we got our 3-bar pattern here. But we had a sweep here. So I'm going to wait to see if this fair value gap get validated first. But we had our sweep here. So I think price is probably going to want to go up. So I want to wait for the next candle, see if it closes some strength and validates this fair value gap. Because if not, this may be our sweep. That's what we're really looking for. And then if this gets invalidated, we'll be ready to push it up to here. So I'm just going to wait. I'll be right back. I'm probably going to go ahead and maybe take this sell, but we'll see what the next candle does first. See, it didn't close with any strength. Yeah, I'm probably going to wait. So let's wait. So it looks like we might be forming a 3-bar pattern here. Our liquidity wick here. Looks like this is our rejection candle. So if this bearish fair value gap gets invalidated, then I'm going to go wait for a buy. Now, we did get a raid here. So that's why I'm thinking price is going to go up to here. And we'll see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this recording, and then I'll be right back. So we close with some strength here. So I'm going to go in for entry. Then we're going to target this high right up here. So I'm going to be initiate this trade in Project X. And now the trade has been initiated. For a second here. So I decided to initiate the trade. Just to make it safe, we can target this high here. So we'll see if we get a little something. So we'll pause this recording and I'll be right back. So what I'm going to do is I might actually exit this trade we'll wait until volume set in at 8 o'clock. But there's no volume yet. This kind of disappeared. So let me jump out and then we'll wait for the volume at 8 o'clock. Then we'll see. So I'll be right. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me wait and see if we can get into profit first. So I closed out at $1.52. I want to wait until 8 o'clock until there's some volume. Because I think price is probably going to try to go down here. But they rated this area. So I'm just going to wait. So they rated external liquidity here. And then they rated here. So we'll need to figure out which area that they really want to break out to first. So either this gets invalidated or this gets invalidated. I'm actually going to change this. All right, so if they invalidate this bearish fair value gap, then I'll probably take it up further. But if they invalidate this, then I'll take it down to here. That's my rules for tonight. So we'll see. I'll be right back. We've got less than 3 minutes. Looks like this bearish fair value gap is trying to disappear. So if the next candle closes with some strength, then we'll jump in. But we need to make sure that that's where the market's trying to go. Because we got our wick here, rejection candle. Now we're waiting for the fair value gap close. And once we get 10 seconds in, then I'll see the support. All right, let's see if we get something. All right, so we got some bullish strength, so let's go ahead and get in. Build my stop loss up to this right here. And then we're probably going to try to target a little bit above. All right, so I've got it set. Let's see here. It looks like we're in profit already. So what I'll do is I'll pause this recording. And then once we get close to a TP, then I will be right back. The next candle just closed. Okay, good. It closed with some volume, so that's good. So I'm going to hold it a little bit longer here. But there is a little bit of liquidity, so but we had a raid here. So price hit up here, raided, and went up. Oh, excuse me. I hit our TP. See what happens. Let's go ahead and do our break even here. And I'm going to actually bring up the stop loss all the way up to the bottom of this candle here. That way we exit out with $64 in profit. But that's how we create a risk-free trade. It looks like we are about to hit the TP, possibly. So we're going to let this run. This worst case scenario, we just sit with a $64 profit. But that means our account is going to still be up. That's something here. So we got a minute until the next candle closes. Um,
Order filled.
okay, I decided to close at a $100 profit. Or might have taken some fees out. Yeah, so $99.04. So really, in reality, yeah, we took 2 trades. Let me see. So yeah, we made about $104. Okay, so that's good. So let me go ahead and document my results, and then we'll wrap this up. So I went on ahead and profited on my 25K account. So let me go into here and get in on my 100K account. This is going to be on the 15-minute. But I noticed that it's pulling back. I'm gonna wait and see if it invalidates this fair value gap first. And then if it does and it starts to push up, then I'll probably be in the 100K account. Then we'll see. I'll be right back. So if I decide to do a trade on this 100K here, I'm going to scale it down to 3 contracts just to kind of manage my risk so that way I have it ready. Let's see. Go back to here. So we'll just wait and see what happens. I'll be right back. Looks like we're having a normal pullback in the rate at this fair value gap possibly. So if we get a raid and then a fair value gap closes and it goes up, then we'll take it up to this TP on the 100K. But if not, then I'm just going to close this recording. I'm not going to take any more trades. So we'll see. I will be right back. But since this close was strength and this is a normal pullback, we'll go ahead and give this a shot. So we're going to do 3 micros of the 100K account.
Order filled.
We're going to put our stop loss here. Then we'll target this high. We'll just give it a shot and see if we get a little something. So we end up in profit, then I was using supporting. I will be right back. So it looks like they're still trying to raid this area. We'll see if this next candle pushes up, but if it does, and it starts to go down, I'm just going to exit the trade. Yeah, so it looks like it's trying to set down, but let's wait a couple of minutes. See if the spirit value got holds, but if it disappears, the price starts to pick up, and I'm just jump out. And we pause this recording. This might be our manipulation move. It just might be. Only time will tell. We'll wait and see what the next candle does. But remember, volume comes in at the clock. So we'll see. It looks like this next candle didn't close it in bad. Volume won't set in until another 15 minutes. I might hold it until then. If we get a clue that price wants to sell down, they need to jump out. On the ball is recording. The 8 o'clock volume is about to come in. Yeah, it's probably going to hit my stop loss. Yeah. Maybe. See all that. Hold on. Yeah, it hasn't hit it yet. So if it does, we'll just take the loss. But I'm holding otherwise. This closes is doing so. Stop loss got hit, so they were trying to wipe all this out. Probably should have spread my stop loss more. But we'll wait for the market to reset and jump in. But so I'll be right back. All right, so if this next candle closes with some strength, then we'll go ahead and take a second trade and buy it up. And we'll see if we can make some profit. We lost about $447 on this one. 444. 444. So we'll see. We'll see. We got about a little bit over 8 minutes. This may actually be the actual sweep, so they want to come down here, maybe. We'll see the next clinic as we'll see down. So I decided to initiate a trade. So we'll see how we do. But this is the second trade on the 100K. Now, if we lose this one, then this settings will lock in. We can't trade anymore. So it's all good. So we end up being in the pocket and making our money back, or whatever the case may be, when everything's going. I think we need this up to good. It's like the TP is kind of far out. We'll see if we can go something. I will post this recording. I'll be right back. All right, so for some reason my computer crashed, but I was able to save the previous video. I just have to mask that other video for this. But either $258 of profit. Lost 449. So we'll see if we can make some of it back. And got about 30 minutes. So let's see the next thing closes. I'll be right back. All right, so we got less than a minute. This is a real deep pullback. So something tells me it's going to go up like a lot higher. Over a lot of balance here. I just might actually pull it back to this and push up. I'm just going to pause this recording. I see it pause pieces off of it. I'll be right back. Stop loss set here. So we'll stop out every signs of 2,000 profit. Price pushes past here, then we'll make all our money back from this loss here. And hopefully we can make some money on top of the price goes that direction. So I moved the stop loss up, so we'll still close out in profit, even though we haven't made all of the loss back, but that's still fine. So let's see, the next candle is going to close in about 3 minutes. So we'll see what happens. I'll be right back. Now we got less than a minute. So let's see if this candle close higher. Harder. That's one, the balance that closed. Let's see. 432. So pretty much made. Almost made 449. So once we reach $449 in profit, and this candle start to really push up, then I'm going to move the stop loss right here. So probably right here at this top. That way, at least we'll make all of our money back off of this loss of $449. So that's what I'm going to do. We'll see if price pushes up harder than it does. Then I will officially move it up to there. See if it does. It's safe. Push it back there. Push it up to this high. So a little bit. That way we'll still close in profit. So I'm going to pause this recording. The price is close to the stop loss, then I'm going to leave it at. I'll be right back. Looks like price is pushing, so let me see here. Put on the full screen. Yeah, let me go ahead and move the stop loss up to this high here, so at least we made our money back. 449. Move it up to here. So that way, if it hits our stop loss, we at least made our loss back. So now I want to see, let's see, $513 in profit. Now, if we hit 549, so that means we made our money back.
Order filled.
Okay, so let's see, so 462, 444, so we made about less than $20 back. So made our money back, so we got $10 in profit. So that's good. So that's fine. So that's it for this session, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.